Welcome to Python with Andrew. And today we're going to be looking at dictionaries again. And often people are asking me, is a dictionary sorted? Is it ordered? What's the story there? So let me explain with some examples of what's going on with dictionaries. And it has actually changed in the time that Python's been around. So there are some changes. And if you see some older code, they might be assuming different things. So let's answer the question, is a dictionary sorted alphabetically, etc., by the keys or not? So let's jump over and have a look at some code. So there's my code there, and I'm saying that a dictionary is an ordered mutable data type that does not allow duplicates. So let's focus in on the ordered, what that means, because that has changed. In previous or earlier versions of Python, it was unordered, or you could not rely on it being ordered. Right? If someone added to the dictionary, you didn't know whether it went in the beginning, the middle, or the end, etc. Now it's ordered. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's sorted. So let's take a simple example. I've got my inventory here, peanuts, chocolate, Coke, and popcorn. Now, that dictionary I've just made up and put it in there, nothing fancy about that. That is not sorted, right? Because obviously P for peanuts comes after chocolate. So if that was sorted, you'd expect to see chocolate first, then Coke, and then peanuts, and then popcorn. So it's not sorted, but it is ordered. The order is how I put them in. So, for example, and let me just print this. So we have a print statement. Right, and then so as you can see, it's going to show me the dictionary as is. Now, if I add an element to the inventory, I'm going to add drink, and I'm going to give ourselves 20 of those. When I add, oops, and then print it off, let's see what happens. It happens as you'd expect, that we're adding another key and a value to our dictionary, and we are adding it at the end. That's what it means by it being ordered. We can always rely on it being in the end. And we can in this particular case, that's spot number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. We can always rely on it being in place number 4. So if I do inventory 4 and print that out, oops, I get an error. I should have done drink, sorry. I'm always going to get it, the response there. So I can rely on it being at the end there. So let me just print the inventory out again. Let me clean that up. So it's always going to add it at the end. And if I added another one, it would be at the end, etc. So a dictionary is ordered, and that has changed, and that's important to know. But a dictionary is not sorted. Right? I don't have a sorted dictionary there, as you can see at the top. As I mentioned before, it is not sorted by the key. So the question is, should I sort my dictionary? Should I change the dictionary and build it again and resort it? Because let's assume it was a dictionary where we wanted the order to count, right? So for maybe a real dictionary where A's are first, B's are second, C's are third, etc. The question becomes, should I redo my dictionary or sort it and store it again? And different people have different answers to that. My general feeling is that we might want to output and show people the different a different order. We might want to sort it in a different way, and in that case, then I would say yes, we should sort it. So, but sorting it to show the output, not necessarily sorting it and restoring it. There's no real reason to restore it sorted. You could, but there's no real reason to. So the question is, how would we, if you like, sort this dictionary? Well, one of the functions we can use is the function called sorted, and that sorts all the keys and returns a sorted list of the keys. So, for example, if I print sorted inventory, we will see that I get a list of keys that are sorted. It's not, the dictionary is not sorted, just the list of keys that are sorted. But I could then use that if I wanted to actually print this out in a, if you like, a nice table where it was in alphabetic order, then I might do a simple loop for key. Well, I'm just going to use item in sorted inventory. Right, so go through that list and print out the inventory, or actually print out the item, and then the inventory. Now, of course, I'm not printing it out very fancy, but I could go through that list and hopefully it will be sorted. Right? Chocolate 8, Coke 5, drink, etc., etc. So that's a simple way of me saying that I don't have to impact the dictionary, let it stay where it is, but if I want to show people a list that's sorted, then I can do that using a simple loop. And I'll use the sorted function to give me a sorted list of keys and then print out the items. I might do a more fancy printout on what I want to say. In this particular case, I'm just doing the item and the inventory item. All right. So I'm more of a fan of saying, don't worry about resorting the inventory. Just keep creating the dictionary. It'll keep adding to the back and so forth. And even though it is ordered and we know it's going to be added at the end, most of the time we don't particularly care about that. We just keep adding things, or updating things. And then when it comes to when we want to print it out or put it out to a file, that's when we might say, I'd like to do that in a way that's sorted, and then we might use the sorted function and a simple loop that goes through the list of sorted keys. And it's built into Python and makes it nice and easy to use. Okay, so that's just a bit more information about dictionaries. They are powerful. They aren't ordered, but they're not. You generally don't sort the dictionary unless you want to show it in output. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.